Hey guys, so finally the cosplay I ordered came in. I actually was gonna do a drawing video, but then this came in earlier than I expected. It was supposed to come in April 1st, but it's like, what is it now? Let me check my phone. It is actually March 28th, and so it came in pretty early. So yeah, this is the Wanderer cosplay for Genshin Impact. It was $169.13 Canadian, and I will leave a link in the description box below if you want to see it. I just bought it on AliExpress from a vendor. There are so many different vendors. I had to keep searching for one that included a cosplay hat with it. And originally I wanted to buy it from Mick Costumes that had a hat separately, and the hat was like $100. And then turns out with conversions plus the shipping for that specific hat, it would be like 200 bucks Canadian. So I said, no, I'm not gonna get that hat. I don't even spend $200 for like a cosplay itself. Why would I do that? So yeah, so I ended up buying one that had like a cheaper version hat, which is okay. It's kind of whatever at this point. But yeah, so Wanderer is Scaramouche, and it's the good version of him after he has like his redemption story and everything. So yeah, I am excited. Let's just open this. I honestly wanted the regular Scaramouche cosplay, but after he came out with like his redemption arc and the story, I was like, fine, I have to choose between one of them, so I only chose one. I do like edgy things, but I think like for me personally, like really pretty stuff is also like pure colors, and the Wanderer has like pure colors where it's like white, blue, and stuff like that. So yeah. Also, I think that might fit me more rather than just trying to play as an edgy character, like in terms of like cosplaying. So here's all the stuff. I purchased the large. It did seem like a lot of reviews were that the sizing was like Asian sizing, so make sure when you're buying it, maybe buy 1 or 2 sizes up. However, I heard someone say that the length of the torso part, like the shirt, was a bit too long, so I may have purchased a size. I don't know if this is actually gonna fit me properly or if it's gonna like be really bad. So yeah. So first is the shirt. Super pretty. So this is actually stitched on and it's like foam. However, there are ones where it's a legit like bell thing that you have. But this is technically a cheaper cosplay, so that's why it has that. Most of this stuff is printed on here though, which is nice. And the back is zippered. If I can unzip it. I think the zipper goes all the way down. Let me just double check. No, it doesn't. So it only goes like here for the back to open. But it's best to unzip either way because it makes it easier to put over your head. My hair is messy. Okay. I don't know if I can zip this up myself though because it's really high zipper. Okay, I got it. So this is what the front looks like. It's kind of thick, so I don't think this would be nice for summer cosplays actually. The material's not thin. Like my tank top is really thin, but this is like thicker. It does feel kind of like a sporty material though. Not sure if it will do good with like sweat though. So yeah, but this is the back. It feels really nice though, like it's super pretty. I am looking at a photo of as a reference just in case, because there's some items where I might get confused. So this is this. So this is the pants. It's like flared at the bottom, just like how his pants are actually are, and then the there's the printed parts of the pattern, and these actually have pockets, so you can put stuff in it. There is a zipper at the back too. Let me see how wide this is, because sometimes I'm really skinny, so I don't have to open the zippers. So it fits over me, which is fine. I can see why someone said the length of this part might be really long, so definitely keep that in mind when you're buying it. Like the torso part might be longer than it actually says. But yeah. It's got nice pockets. These are not deep pockets though, so not recommended if you're like cosplaying to go to a convention with your phone and wallet in these. These are definitely for something like less valuable. And then we have, well, this is really heavy actually. So this is his shirt, like the, I don't know if I want to call it a kimono. It doesn't really look like that. I'm not too sure like what his shirt is like entirely inspired of, but he is technically related to Inazuman characters. Let me just see. It's kind of confusing where your arm goes and where it doesn't. So I think this is just supposed to lay like so. And you can see these parts are foam as well. Not really anything 3D-ish. I say 3D, but they are technically 3D, but they're more like 2D-ish, the way they look. Has this on it, which is also foam too, but it is like, there's a ring on it to hold it there. And then there's this part. So the details are really nice. Let's see. So I think it is, there are so many things that I'm like confused. Hang on. So I think this is the belt. This is what the belt looks like. It looks blue on camera. It looks more blue on camera, but it's more purplish, to be honest. It's just really hard to tell. And then there's the bow. And then you take these off, and it has the tassels. Super pretty. These are actually like plastic and beads. So this part is actually a similar color to like the purple here, like a bit more bluish, like it's a blue purple, but on camera it's coming off as blue. So I think there is a Velcro here. It goes here. And I think it's supposed to represent this part. It looks like so. And now the way it's coming off my shoulders is really awkward because I don't really have like, I guess if you're a guy, you would have like wider shoulders, so it might not like come off all the way. But at the same time, his costume doesn't really stick on the shoulders that well either. And I think you just put this, it's really hard to do. I think this might be tucked into the pants too. So it doesn't really want to stick on my shoulders, but here we go, something like this. It's a little bit like too wide, but then again, cosplay is supposed to be a little bit like that. However, it's a bit too much. Like, it's gonna fall off. Anyways, belt in place, like so. Something like this. And then we have this part. So this emblem has his animo vision on it. And then this is, again, made of foam. I feel like this is really delicate, but it has the ribbon with like the pom-pom and the feather on it. So it goes on this side. Somewhere here. And it's just a pin, so you can just pin it on like so. I may have pinned it a bit high, or it's just the cosplay on me itself isn't that like proportionate, but yeah, it's somewhere there. Close enough. And then we have these reference photos are hard to look at. I am so sorry. It's always like that when I look at these. So I have the sleeves, which is supposed to be guess like so. They're a bit loose here. It's not really like, it's very comfortable because it's like thin material, but this is pretty loose, like the way it's like, I guess my fingers are too small for some reason. My hand is too small, but I guess if you have bigger hands, it's okay. And then we have this part. so. And then the patterns are actually printed on, so it's nicely there. This part I think is just like an extra fabric that was glued on, but the blue part and the other gray parts are actually like printed onto here. Feels nice though, even though it's like not super form-fitting. And then let me see. I can't tell what anything is for. I think this is for the legs, perhaps. Let me try it on. It's supposed to go like this, and then I guess your heel is supposed to stick out. There are some details where I can't notice on Genshin characters until I get cosplays, and then I get real confused really fast. And then there's this, which I think also goes on the leg. It also has tassels on it. There's 2 of them, so I'm assuming this is a part of the leg thing too. Let me just search up Scaramouche real quickly. Yeah, so he has this sock thing that's like this, and then he has these, and there's another foam piece here. I mean, technically this is way too loose for my leg, but the rest should be okay because it is like more, there's an elastic in it, so it should be fine, but because it goes something like this. And then there's this piece. So there's 2 of each thing, and you just put it on your feet like so. I guess if you have thicker legs it would fit. It doesn't really fit me properly. It's kind of down there. So yeah. And then the last part is the hat. So it doesn't come with sandals, which is kind of like whatever, because most cosplays don't come with like, what is it? The shoes. So I might not buy something that is like similar to his actual shoes, just because, I don't know, I normally don't. I just wear like regular shoes, but I might find like some sort of sandal to match it. So this is the hat. It's made out of fabric. It's not that great because it is bent from transit. And also it's made out of fabric, so it's not as good as the one that I saw that was like $200 at the Mick Costumes. But the problem with that is that it was super expensive, and I think it was made out of foam, so it might have been better. But this has got the tassels and the ribbons anyways, and it's super pretty. It just, most of this stuff is foam, and most of this stuff is like printed on fabric. This keeps sliding off. I guess if you pinned it like with a safety pin or something, it might be better, like more comfortable, like nothing's gonna fall off, that type of deal. So there are no straps on the hat, which kind of have me worried, because how do I keep this on? So the only thing I would say is it's kind of sounds more echoey now when I'm speaking. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but the hat on makes it feel echoey, like for my hearing. So yeah, but the only thing is it's kind of bent because it's flat and made of fabric again, but it is really nice. It's still nice looking. It's just the city. There, like so. It's hard for my camera to see like the whole of the costume, so here's me sitting. Here's some of the back. The back is probably messy because it's really hard to tell with all these fabrics around, but yeah. But overall, it looks super pretty. I think it really looks nice. I don't know how long the hat will stay on with like no neck strap. I've seen a couple where they do have neck straps, so not too sure. But other than that, it's still, I think, with like the amount of fabric that was put into it and like the prints and stuff, it's still worth the money. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description box below if you guys want to like check it out or purchase one. Not sponsored in any way, it's just me buying cosplays. Yeah, overall the designs are really nice. However, I don't know if this is a cheaper one than like what I originally saw in the photo, because some of the stuff in the photo look more 3D and they might be using stock images of like a more expensive one. Not too sure, but either way, if you're looking for something that's like only $100 or a little bit more, then this would be fine. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, it's always like messy when I do these videos, because honestly, I feel like I'm confused half of the time by like the different pieces, so I'm always like searching up what characters look like last minute. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!